Today is April 28th, 4:40 in the morning, doing my early walk, and I was going through all my assignments, all the awakenings that I have done, and all the chaos that's going on. I really have a message. Well, not really a message. I want to really share what I feel, what I think, and where we at. Please understand this. This is the final stage. This is it. What I'm gonna talk with y'all and share with y'all, I want y'all to come in understanding that what I'm gonna talk and share with y'all right now is directly to the people of America and to humanity and society around the world. This is not something that, like I normally do, get on and start criticizing the politician and talking bad. Look, people, we already know that our system is so polluted, corrupted, that they taunting and humiliating us in our face. We already know that we did a mistake on electing someone that gave us false hope because he was so professional of a con. And they already had this plot scheme going on since 2014 and 15. Really, they started with the Obama shit. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about politics. I'm here to talk about not democracy, because democracy is also, no offense, but it's a control system. It's an old protocol. This is sovereignty. This is our freedom. And at this point, no one is coming to save us. I'm being honest. No one. We were, and still have hope to save. We were the legion and a power and a strong arm for all nations. So, anyone to save us? No. God, no, he's testing us. He's there next to us. That's why he put me here. But I'm not here to talk all that. I'm here to open your brains and let you understand what I'm saying is very crucial, and you should take it serious, because I cannot go further after today. What I accomplished, I'm at the end, at the gate. It's up to y'all if y'all want the portal of the abundance, but it's not about portal. It's about saving our land, our soil. Why would we, if we know that, come on. We know the system's not going to get fixed. We already know that our vote's not going to matter. We already know that they dismantling every benefit that was written in the Constitutional Rights of Our Father Foundation. We already know that everything that we worked hard for, working sometimes two checks, and some other little side hustle, just to make sure you have your mortgage paid and your light paid and food on your table. Just think that we never imagined ever in our entire 250 years in America that we were going to be in this position. All Americans, the land of the brave, home of the patriot, be in this position, controlled by a group of dictators. And the thing is, he's deporting people that's immigrant like him and his family and his kids. But that's okay, that's their life. I'm talking about our life, the people life, us life right now. Everybody's in a panic mode, but nobody's coming unity together. Work among each other. Let's go to the community. Let's talk to each other. when I said took myself out of the politician, because it's so corrupt and polluted that only 1/3 of the both sides, 1/3 is pretty much innocent, and the other third, it's in a bind where their job, then their family lose their house, and they're in a bind where they gotta bite it and bow with humiliation. Now, this is what I tell y'all people, and really take this serious, because I mean, this is the best of it. Just how I shared with the people in Hungary. This is how I share with the people in Cuba. This is how I share with the people Iranian. This is how I share with Europe, with France, when they did all those big protests. I pumped people up here for the No King rally. I'm a bunch of them, and I'm doing another one pretty soon, I think May 26th. But are we willing to surrender? People, are you willing? It's not about, oh, listen to me because I want to run for candidate. It's not about politician. At this point, whether you believe it or not, and that's why I'm sharing this last moment, I'm that 1%. And I woke up over 143,000 people in a 3-month period. I know everything what goes on in that system. I know when they're going to make devious and evil and sabotage move, scenery stage and all that. But it don't stop me every day. And today my bones hurt. One of my tooth fell out, because when you in and out of your flesh, it beats up your body and your bones. But it's worth it for the humanity life. Money is not the endorsement of you enjoy a life abundance. That's the last thing you need to worry about. Worry about the value of yourself. Worry about not being ashamed who you are no more. Worry about that. No matter how you are, how you look, what color, what culture, what religion you are, it don't matter. When God put us on this earth, He put us under one gender. Human. Okay? And I got something that I really want to say, people. We have to, and what I'm going to say, please, listen carefully. You could win a battle and knock the biggest army down and the strongest skill statistics, military. You could take them all down without lifting a single weapon or without causing a single violence. Because just your presence and the truth and all gathering as one, fighting for the righteousness and our freedom and our liberty in America, that is the biggest bomb that we could attack anyone with. And again, protest, no violence. No violence. Because that's what they want. If we do that, if we create a protest and then have violence, that's what that presidential that we voted to be elected of our chief of our country, he's not, I'm not talking about them. I gotta say this, be appreciated. That's what's part of the love and the abundance. Because abundance, people think of money. That's the less. If you think of money all the time, you're not gonna prosperity. First, you gotta understand yourself, acknowledge yourself, and admit and accept it and fix it slowly, because it's not overnight. It takes therapy, but you don't need therapy and all that. It's in your seed already. It's that with all these filters and manipulations and propaganda, all that have so many filters so thick in our eyes. Not mine, I'm many that have not woken yet. that they're gonna be stuck in a trap zone as slavery. But since this old protocol, it's already dying. This world, this old world is dying. People, this old world is dying. We have a new ecosystem. Nobody can stop it. I manifested it, and I did it for the best, and nothing but the people, and that benefit the people. Not, you know, I got another video, and I would like people to follow up because I wrote a legislation, like a whole new bill, and it's really called Satoshi Infrastructure, ECOGOBO, PATHROAD, Humanity, Prosperity, Unity, Love System. Yes. All these, there's reasons that things happen in life. Okay? Put it this way, 78% of things that occur in your life is because we allowed it. We accepted it. We accepted the shames, the pain, the stress, the misery, the hard to say no. Oh, I can't, you know, because people take abuse of that. So when you learn how to balance all that and accept all that, then you see more things clear in life and acknowledge the value and what is really not just love you or love yourself or love your neighbors, love everything on earth. Value it and pressure it. And our life live longer. So, if you really want to be, this is what I say, people. No one's going to make the change but us. Our votes, we already know there's going to be issues, all that. Every state, go to your main city hall. Start a protest there on election day and make sure that whoever y'all elected, that the votes are fair and equal. You know, and trust me, Hungary did it. Viktor Orban is out, and he's stronger than Trump. Why we can't get him out? But we have to understand. And before you vote, look who you're voting for. Do your research and look at their history. Then look at, you know, what they accomplished that was benefit to society and to the American people. Even though on the beginning low junior education and politics, they still got to achieve some badge that is prosperity and achievement that they accomplish for society. That is the biggest, man, that is the biggest award, achievement in your life other than being a millionaire, because, I mean, that's easy now these days, and it will be. But again, people, look at Cuba now. Cuba don't feel threatened by the United States. And that's another thing. Everything that went on, that's going on right now, and all the Looney Tunes of the radical right are doing, that they think they're untouchable, but nobody in this world is untouchable, and nobody in this world is above the law. Only God. And Hungary stood up. I see, when I was young, in my politician days, because my mom was a cop in New York, and again, my brother was mayor in Rhode Island, so I know this since I started from young. You know, I'm that Manhattan Project kid, I'll be honest. And if anybody don't believe me, I could tell you in court or in public or in papers. But other than that, it's not about me. It's not about the Democratic or the Republican or the center or the senators. It's about us. Us people who's suffering now, who's being slaves again, but in a modern way, and we're not seeing it. Wake up, people. Wake up. This man is causing false assassination. He's taking over our money. Then he's separating our race and nationality. Then he's taking away, he wants to take away our birthright. Who is him to give the authority? People in America, are you that weak and naive? You're going to let yourself give in your birthright citizen? Come on. That's the 14. Those are the. We cannot let this man keep destroying our constitutional laws. Man, we cannot even. People, listen, please. The only ones that are gonna make the changes is y'all, because the House is not gonna change it, because this man done so many evil, and so many felony charges, and I can't wait to someone have the audacity and bring me out to the public, because I tried for 20 years, but all these lawyers, I guess, the deep state and the elites and all of them still watch me, but they don't have the balls to come to me. They did it at first in 2012, and I showed them. I have 3 stages in my life. I have an entrepreneur character, I have a politician character, and I got a straight out the hood character. And that part you don't want to get to, because this is where God placed me from birth. Living from the South Bronx, from the 60s and 70s and the beginning 80s, then all my life lived in a low income area. Look, this is all low income, okay? I say this is low all income, and really it's poverty pretty much, we're just barely making it. But the good thing is that I talk to people around, so I feel the energy and the vibration and the aura, where people starting now coming out and talking to their neighbors next door. Because what happened to that? That was in our culture. We knew our neighbors well because we talked every day. We didn't talk when we cut the grass only. Every day we say hi, we check on them, because that's what shows care. That's the love, that's the strength that we need to build again. So people, my advice is let's do a biggest protest on every state in City Hall. And if we gotta cut a whole 3 days of the whole America stop working and functioning, they will feel that pain. Yeah, we will feel it. But you know what? We will be the last one laughing better than them, because they thought it was playing us. But you know what? One thing I could say, God is good, and he always will be good. Because you know what? God put me here for the purpose. And another person, that's what we're gonna bring more light to earth. But me, as the fire and light mix, you're judging me by the way I talk now and the character. It's not time to play that little giddy bit. The reason Trump don't really come after me, just anybody ask him, hey Trump, did you ever know anybody by the name Gorilla? Just tell him Gorilla, and he will tell you. He will open his eyes and show you his face open, his mouth open, because he's afraid of me. Him and everybody that he has. That's why I'm freely to speak how I speak. That's why now I'm speaking up, not speaking up because what? I want to get recognition to be a leader of the country of America. Listen, people, if I wanted to do that, I would have done it in 1997 when I first introduced myself to the House as a non-profit organization. And then I was in the middle creating my Bitcoin. And that's how I created Doge for the federal and government agency, for the workers. Not for Elon to come and take over something that he didn't build and take over people's money. You see, and he's not even American. And y'all idol this man, and he stole all my, pretty much, because that's why I say, people, make your research before you vote on anyone. You make your research and make sure you're voting for the person that's gonna do for us, that's gonna give us not words or stories or hypnotism. Someone that's gonna speak without a paper and speak from the gut, from his stomach, without a single breath stopping. That's when you know they're sincere, and they will fight for you. But at this point, they all, even the ones that's running, Kamala, Newsom, all of them, what they're really gonna give us, huh? They all colluded together, people. We are the ones that put them up there. We are the ones that count our day of the ballot of voting. We are the ones, and not just us. Hear this clear, people. Our ancestors, our mothers, our fathers, our grandmoms, they shed their skin and nails on this soil to make little stepping stones for us that we walking on right now. Even though they was kind of crooked, but they didn't have that much ability in advance like we do now, and the power we have now than the way it was before. But you're willing to disrespect and shame your ancestors and your parents and all that sacrifice day in, day out, working and paying their tax and trying to leave something for us or build something that they feel like they accomplished and left something good for the next generation. We're gonna let this man and all his foreigners come and his alcoholic and drug people dismantle and then put us to slavery and poison our food and control us, our money, and civilian cameras us. No one's gonna stop that, people. Not the Republican, not the Democratic. Nobody's gonna come save us. We have to show, because the world is looking at us. And if you look at on my YouTube channel, you look at those videos, I post videos and songs for reasons, and you gotta hear them closely and look at it. If you gotta look at it again, look at it again. But the Iran Legos, they in English rap if you listen to it, and everything is pretty cool. But the Iranians are sending messages to us. They don't hate us. They don't want to destroy America. They hate the leaders of America that's leading America right now. And that's how we should feel. If our foreigners that we fighting against have sympathy for us, that should wake us up and tell us a lot. Even the people in Iran, they was not blocking the Hamas and the power source. No, they was out protesting, because when a president that is a leading power of all nations threatened to demolish a whole civilization country, come on, people. And he didn't get treason or kicked out or anything. He's still there. Still there violating and trafficking people. But we can't blame them no more. I'll be honest, people. We cannot blame no more the corruption. We cannot blame no more the dismantle. We cannot blame no more the child trafficking sex. We cannot blame any fault on any politician. Because why? It is our fault. Yes, our fault, American people. We gave them that power and that authority to be humiliated and controlled. Now, let me tell you something. The same way we gave them that power, that's the same way we could take away that power. It don't matter, you Asian, black, white, whatever. Muslim, Islamic, we are human. We all feel, we all understand. And, you know, y'all worried about there's no savior because he demolished it. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. And on my other video, listen to it, because I'm going to lay you out what a part of the infrastructure that I already got laid out, that I've been working by myself 20 years on it, behind the pillars in the White House, observing. I'm going to share with you on the next video the whole one big, because I got a lot of the conspiracy on them, but one big conspiracy that would shut all banks in the entire world, would shut them down that same day. With one sledgehammer, I would hit it. Because that's how crucial the evidence I have. And the follow-up, I'm going to name it in my next video. If you're really interested, listen to it. But right now, it's not about politicians. It's about us, people. whether you're gonna really care for yourself, care for your family, care for your health, care for your country, your soil that your ancestors and your parents died and shared